Hey guys, welcome back. I just want to quickly shout you guys out. For one, accessing all this material digitally, getting to where you need to go to online. Shout out to you guys for having grit and 100% effort and making sure you're getting your work done and staying on top of your learning. So, today is just feedback from Wednesday and your new task for today. So, make sure you're doing those things. So our most missed question, which was kind of shocking to me, was a supporting detail question. So from Power, the things that would have helped you with this are overviewing the titles because it gives you an overarching idea of the main topic, reading the first sentence of every paragraph because that would have also probably been the topic sentence for the paragraph. To kind of give you some supporting detail tips, think of it from a writer's perspective. Supporting details are used to provide information to support the topic sentence or the main idea of the paragraph. These can be seen as descriptive words, examples, comparisons, reasons, explanations, or just facts and that connect to the topic, sentence, or subject. So if you look at these four items here, we have several studies have attempted to find the source of the Marfa lights. Today, the Marfa lights are tourist attractions. This is definitely a topic sentence. There are many ideas about what caused the Marfa lights. So this is also a topic sentence because we need to know what caused it, an example that caused it probably, or a fact that caused it. Same thing right here. We need a fact or an example to tell us what those tourist attractions or how it's a tourist attraction. Several studies, well, what specific study? And if you look down here, in 1883, a railroad engineer suggested that kerosene lanterns at a nearby ranch, yada yada. This right here is already a supporting detail about probably the ideas of what caused the Marfa lights. So come on guys, use your brain. So just a small supporting detail. Like my Bitmojis? They're cute. Yeah, so make sure you're doing that. Supporting details just supports the main idea. So there's small supporting details. Next, you will do your exit ticket, but today it'll be on Common Lit, and I'm going to show you through this video within a video how to get there. And this is your annotating coding system. So, hey Kipsters, hope you're all doing well. Miss you guys. I know this is a lot, navigating digitally all your learning and materials, but thank you for having grit in doing so. So, I'm going to quickly show you how to navigate to Common Lit. So, of course, you have your upcoming assignments here. You'll go to your classwork. You will go to your Common Lit articles online. When you click that link, it will take you here. You might have to sign up with Google, although I even already added you to a class since it's your first time. When you get here, you have your assignment, the Golden Age of Athens, and just some really cool features. What we have here is, say if you know nothing about the topic, you have some related media here with some YouTube videos that can kind of give you some background knowledge, which I think is pretty awesome. Some paired text if you want to read more. I'm not going to give you the answer key. You have a read aloud here. So this is optional, so I think that's cool too. It'll read you the text aloud if that helps. It'll even translate if you need to, some of those words or whole text. It has guiding questions. So right here, you click the icon to view the guiding questions next to the paragraph, like so, or here. It also has your assessment questions, which is your exit ticket today, and a discussion if you want to answer that, and it'll have some kind of poll similar to Achieve 3000. So anyway, going on, well, the first things I want you to do with the text is preview the text using Power. So looking at this, some pictures I see is this landmark, the Parthenon from the west by mountains, is in the public domain. So this is a public view. It's a really ancient landmark. I can tell from the decay on the picture there, or on the landmark, on the building. Looks like there's some notes here. Let's go ahead and preview the titles or the overview, the titles and subheadings. The Golden Age of Athens. So I know from my background knowledge that this is going to be about a long time ago. Rise of hoi polloi. Okay, looks like the rise of someone or something. Radical democracy, talking about government. Who was a citizen, talking about people in the government. The bull, council established. Okay. The Elkslea, I think I pronounced that right. Power to the people. So based on those subheadings and titles, it seems like I am going to be learning about a type of government way back when in Athens. As far as reading the first sentences of each paragraph, I'll let you go ahead and do that. But a really cool feature that I want you to use, and that'll be a requirement for me, is the highlighting feature, which is really awesome. So it says select a text to highlight or add annotation. So let me try, let's see. To understand how Athens became the school of Hellas, we must look back 50 years to 480 BC. So let's just say I want to say this is coded words. I would highlight that, in this case yellow, and then I could also right click that, oops, or actually click this so I can write that annotation. Hold on, let me highlight that one more time and write text here, and let me box this out. I would write, and remember, you don't write, oh, this is coded words, right? That you don't do. What you do is answer the big thinking question. Why did the author quote these words? To emphasize, and for me, emphasize a particular school? I don't know. It's just a good thinking task that I want to use. Remember, words you don't know. So say, for example, which are a lot. Hoi polloi. Definitely going to highlight this one red because I have no clue. And then I probably would even open another tab and say, what is hoi polloi? Or I just might read it in the text if I read a little bit further too. The masses, the common people. All right, that is helpful. So then, highlighting that, I would add the text, common people, right? I think you get the point, guys. So remember, the highlighting, it really lets me see your thinking real clearly digitally now that we're moving in this direction. So this is what you need to do for Common Lit, and of course answer your questions when you're done.